So I felt a presence behind me that I thought was my friend, but turned out not to be my friend. And I only found out this like years later when I asked her, hey, when you behind me? And she said, actually, I never even went up because I saw the sculpture of the woman with red eyes on the floor on the second story, and I decided not to go up.
And we are not live. This time I'll do it. Walao eh.
Are we dead?
Dead air lah.
Okay, alright.
Behold, the actual reason for our intro.
Today, what's the date today?
I believe it's the 13th.
So what happens on the 13th of the month?
Some people are very unlucky.
Hiya. Which people?
Some people, school children.
No, but we are very lucky. We are very lucky to have another guest on Dead Air.
Wow.
Look at this
so
man.
good, sia.
Look at this man.
Very smooth, this guy.
Very smooth.
Wow. First time I'm meeting he already like so smooth.
The
already.
gene also very smooth.
Oh,
I
cannot,
also got the gin.
I'm still down here like, how
Oh,
dare you?
I know why you're not smooth, because you're not drinking gin.
It's because I didn't shave today.
Okay, okay, I wasn't aware that you shaved
I'm not
at all.
aerodynamic enough.
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about his beard lah.
No, lah.
What beard?
Oh, you shave your beard lah.
I was looking at his arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Not the smoothest lah.
Okay, fine.
Enough about my arm hair.
Yeah.
Now
Sorry.
we talk about our guests.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello, Anngee Neo.
Hello, Wayne.
Yes.
Hello, Kyle.
Hi.
For those of y'all who don't know, Anngee Neo is a Singapore-based illustrator whose work has been featured in children's books, commercials, and editorials. In her spare time, she creates educational comics where she covers topics like politics and mental health. Her art emphasizes storytelling with compelling characters with a surreal and whimsical style. Welcome to the show.
Nice.
Thank you for the invitation. I'm very excited to be here. So fancy.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are fancy people.
I know that.
That's what we get constantly told by everybody. Wayne and Carl, fanciest people we know.
I'm sure.
He say himself only lah.
I have to compliment the host.
No,
of
it's
No,
okay.
it's okay. We're very chill one.
We're not that kind of show.
We're
okay.
very
We're not
chill
that kind of
one.
show.
All right,
Very chill one.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I at this point in time, I'm quite sure the hosts like tekan each other as well. So.
Okay, that's great. Then I
Yes.
can tekan both of you.
Can.
Sure,
absolutely.
you can tekan us. Yeah.
How
But
are
you must make sure you got ghost stories, then
Correct.
you can tekan us.
Yes.
That's like the credit.
That's the
okay.
price you have to pay.
Got it.
We cannot give you a blank check. I'm sorry. I have to say it.
So, but I have to give you a mandate, is it?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
How are you doing?
Not so good. We were just like right at the wake of the GE. I just barely crawled out of bed recently. You were saying that I make comics about politics and mental health. Yeah, those two are very strongly intertwined for me.
Yes.
And as I'm sure many of you, okay, maybe some of you, the 40-something% of you know that some people are not doing so well.
Yeah.
The 20 to 40% of people, depending
Yes.
on where you stay.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah. I mean, I love the works, the artworks. It's fucking funny. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I love it. Yeah.
Yes.
But if you
Yeah.
have not seen, visual flair of a commentary on the system in Singapore, you should check out her works. You
Thanks.
open some eyes.
Yeah. Let me wake you the fuck up.
It's a very good introduction to Singaporean politics. lah.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Have you ever thought of like just coming out with like I'm pitching to you lah, give you an idea, like you come out with like a book of like how Singapore politics work, but then in your own style.
Okay, so that has been my dream for many years. But the thing is, I'm an illustrator. So while I have made several more educational comics about politics and how it works in Singapore, like to actually give an overview of the entire parliamentary system, and stuff like that, actually needs a lot of research, needs a lot of like knowledge as well. So I have pitched this to several people, and actually it's gotten off the ground a few times with different people, but it never really quite happened lah. But I'm hoping like after this GE, where like so many of us are so shocked, that more people want to work with me on this, and like targeted towards kids lah, so that at least we all have like a rudimentary understanding of like how our systems work here.
Yeah, it's very important. Education is important. Yeah.
I like how you stress targeted at kids. So that means the first 5 pages is not just going to be like a cartoon version of you just going, fuck!
all the shit.
On the bed.
No, okay, I like very professional when I have to be.
Yeah. But I wanted to take a step back and understand why you want to become an artist. Why lah, bro? We starving, you know. It's very tough, man.
Why you ask me this kind of question?
Why?
We start with the positive note.
You start with the positive. Why you want to be an
You're
artist?
like trying to send me into like a depression spiral or something.
tell us
It's okay, we are together.
Yeah, tell us why
Writer,
you-
filmmakers. We are all broke.
Please explain to the audience why you like being broke.
Well, I don't like being broke. It's just a it's just a by effect of being an artist that I am broke. It's not like I enjoy the state of being broke, you know?
Very fair.
But like I think it started because of my anti-authoritarian slant since I was a kid. Probably. I was very bored in class, so I started doodling on the textbooks. And then one teacher that I particularly hated, I basically drew like a doodle of her getting tortured lah. Basically, like, you know, like medieval devices, right? And then like I drew like stickman and then her getting like torn up apart and then like all the machinery that does that. So I didn't know, but she was like coming up like behind me, right? So then you imagine like her head like right over my shoulder while I was like, hey, stupid missus. Okay, whatever. And then she's like, Anngee Neo, what are you doing? Blatantly doodling under my nose. Get out of my class! And then I was like, oh my God, I could get out of class. I don't have to listen to this person talk and talk and talk. So that's when my interest in art was kind of triggered.
To get suspended from classes.
So yeah. Exactly.
I love how tonally, right?
Yeah.
You haven't gone that far from that.
I know, exactly. It's really like a middle finger to all the authority figures all the time. Basically, I think. I haven't got it out of that teenage rebel phase.
I mean,
So lame, eh?
I like to believe that all creatives are rebel to a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think we will stay in like the fact that we choose to do art
So dumb.
in Singapore. Like even our Malaysian counterparts like, why, bro?
Yeah.
Why the fuck you do this in Singapore?
Because we stupid, ma.
Yeah, we stupid, right?
Committed to artistic integrity.
Thank you for putting the good words there.
That is the nicest
PC
way to
way.
put. That's the nicest way to put. We stupid.
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
it. I see. It's because I'm very passionate about this.
Correct.
I like to draw, man. You know, I like to
Correct.
affect people by drawing. Then I like to make
Correct.
people happy. You know, that's why I'm like so fucking broke all the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because of passion.
Passion.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I like how we're all going to be depressed by the end of this episode.
I just came back from like a sabbatical where I was like so in my existential angst, like what am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? What is it all for? Did I just waste half my life doing this career that's going to be overtaken by Gen AI and nobody cares?
no lah.
The real horror.
To be fair to our listeners and our fans, they do care. Yeah,
Really?
Now that you're part of the show, yeah, they
Okay,
do
he say
care.
one, he say one.
I say one. They
Okay.
do care. They do care.
Then in the comment section, who say one?
Okay. I challenge you. You go in Gen AI and are being speaking podcaster right now in Singapore. You can do. I say I will quit and retire.
Can you stop challenging them to this kind
I
of thing?
tell you, I've seen the technology. It's not.
I know
there
you have lah,
yet.
but don't
It's
lah.
not there yet.
Somebody's going to refine Gen AI now to take over you. know.
Sure,
Yeah, man.
if they can. That's how confident I am with
Sial
myself.
lah.
You see, sometimes in your good days, I like, don't. Yeah. Then bad days, then you just go to sleep. lah.
GG already.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Just go to sleep and like await the nightmares because they are still better than reality.
But guys, you need to understand, like, you know, it's rare when we meet other creatives that are doing this like full time, right? And it's become sort of like a therapy session by laughing at ourselves.
We just like
Stupid.
make fun of it and then we don't think of the existential horror.
Yeah, like stupid, you stupid. Yeah.
I just started with how are you and it's just spiraled downwards.
I'm so
It's a-
sorry. You can
The
tell.
gene, you never
Yeah.
joined the Gene Club. The Gene Club is not the ghost, you know, the gene, the thing, the entity thing, but like gene as in alcohol club.
Yeah.
You have to make it clear because it's a horror show.
Now I'm only like 1/3 of the way through. Wait until we are like here,
By the end of the cup, you're just going to take the glass and then throw it, right?
possibly.
I feel like
I try not to lah. I try to control myself.
I feel like the drop-off rate for this podcast will be quite high because people is like, guys, I asked for horror, no, but not real life horror. Come on, guys,
Yeah,
stop
I
it.
listen to this to escape the real life horror, and you guys are just like inflicting this on me.
They're scary and then it's just sad. Come on, guys.
Okay. But say real one, 讲真的, like How is it like being a professional artist in Singapore?
It really depends on who your clients are, and even though I look a bit crazy, but like a lot of my clients are actually stat boards and government bodies and stuff like that. So, actually, it's pretty okay. Like a lot of times, I'm just doing campaigns for them to, get their message out and stuff like that. And then sometimes I work on children's books, and those are sometimes very painful because it takes a long time. But also quite fun, compared to like say ad campaigns. And then in my own time, of course, I do my own thing lah. Then that is the best and worst part of being an artist.
Doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like sometimes you do your own thing, right? Like with the client's brief, right? You can at least say that, okay, I'm fulfilling this XYZ for them, and I know whether I have fulfilled it, right? And you can always tell when your clients are happy, right? And then you get paid. But when you do your own thing, you're like, what am I doing? Then like, is this good enough?
Yeah.
Then you are like your own worst critic, and you're like, oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm like, I don't even know how I got here. Like what am I doing? I'm such a waste of like air, like I don't deserve to be here. Like fuck, man. And then you go into this like terrible depression hole that you try to climb out of, and you're like, no, let's not go there.
I regret asking you to.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm just a depressed person in general.
I regret only because I understand.
Yeah.
No, all artists to some extent.
Like you swing from that very high. I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a fucking genius. This is such a great idea. Wow. And then like with the same idea, right? The more you work on it, the lower you go. Until you hit like the rock bottom.
And then you go back up again.
Then you go back on this like manic swing and going back. Oh, I'm not the worst. Oh my god, but look at this. Oh, this is such a great idea.
Yeah.
Why can't people tell that I'm a genius?
That's my favorite part of that whole process. It's just before the dip where you go, people don't understand. I'm a genius.
I'm a genius that nobody appreciates.
And then you're like, woo!
It's like,
Really like roller coaster. It's just before the drop.
Literally,
You're like,
yes.
oh.
It's like a never-ending roller coaster when you're working on your own stuff. With client work, it's a lot more steady. It's basically just, okay, this is the brief. I'm supposed to work on it. Maybe the tension that you get is whether you and the client see eye to eye on like the solutions, and also maybe sometimes the deadline. Maybe it's too rushed or whatever. But generally, it's quite okay lah.
Yeah.
But when you work on your own stuff, that's when the real shit comes. Man.
Because you see the truth lah.
Yeah, and
You see
also
the truth.
you have to be very honest with yourself when you're facing your work. It's like being very naked in front of your own work and assessing it by yourself.
And with social media, it's much worse.
Yeah,
It's much worse.
For sure.
You used to hate yourself when you go to the museum or you go and see other people's works on the bookshelves. But now you scroll social media like, fuck this shit, I don't want to draw already. I don't want to do it anymore.
I actually heard this really amazing thing by a very famous artist. His name is Art Germ. I'm pretty sure you guys know him, right?
Yep.
So this was many, many years ago, and he was giving like a lecture to a bunch of students, and I just happened to be there. And he said something like, when you're scrolling on social media, don't conflate the idea that you're competing against all of them, because you're one person. Like, I'm paraphrasing it. You're one person, and you're looking at this like, incredible mass of talent out there, and they're all just individual people. But to you, when you're endlessly scrolling, right, it just feels like you're up against this giant wall of amazing talent. So I think like when he said that, like I was like, oh my god, yeah, he's right.
That's a nice way to put it, actually.
Yeah, because like sometimes when you keep looking at really good stuff online, then you keep thinking like, oh, they're all so good. Right? And I'm so shit. And then, but if you can just break it down to, okay, yeah, they are just individuals who are really good at certain things that they do, but they're not all great at like this one thing, right? They're good at individual things like differently, and I just don't measure up to all the different things, So I think like that, when I was listening to that, that really helped me.
Yeah,
back then. Yeah.
That's actually a very nice way to put it. Because you can get overwhelmed by it. Like, I mean, you say go to museum, but honestly, right, even when I walk into a bookstore, so I'm like, crap.
No, but I think that quote goes on two levels, right?
Yeah.
It's like you individualize it and also understand that we are all creatives. We should uplift each other instead of fighting with each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the system that makes you fight with each other.
Yeah.
If you think about it, right, we are all that Brad Pitt character in Gladiator. Then the Colosseum, right, is fucking social media. It's the tech companies.
No,
isn't
it like the whole like the growth arc of a character where you realize you're not fighting against other people, you're fighting against yourself?
Yeah.
Your only enemy is yourself. That kind of
Sounds
stuff.
like a fucking manga line.
It's one of those like shonen manga, right?
The shonen
Like,
manga.
No, it's that moment where you're just like, looking down and then the caption.
yeah.
Actually, it is true. Then
It is true.
by the power of friendship, which is also true, you somehow win the villain.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
it's the power of belief in this case.
It is about your journey, not the destination.
Correct.
Che, wow.
But
Yeah.
Hey, become inspirational already.
yeah,
This
you see,
podcast, not bad.
no,
Okay,
because the reason is because we do have young artists watching our stuff.
Yeah, we do.
And
Oh, really,
they send messages.
please don't do this. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Do whatever you want.
Do it. Do it.
Just be careful.
Just do it. The Shia LaBeouf way. Just do it. Don't care. Just do
plant a
it.
flag in the middle of nowhere and then like the 4 channels will find you out eventually.
I'm going to ask you for ghost stories.
Okay.
You did not believe in the supernatural before, but you have changed your mind recently.
How do you know?
He write the script one, but
Oh, okay. How do you know?
What made
Because
you?
you told me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What made? I feel so stalkerish. Okay, Wayne write one the script. What made you change your mind?
How you know? From the last 2 meetings
Like, yeah,
we had
fuck,
before.
we should have went because the spirits told me.
Oh yeah,
I
because the
heard.
spirits
They just told me.
Through the air.
So what changed your
Okay.
mind?
So like when in my late teens and early 20s, I was a very, very staunch like atheist. I was like the 4 horsemen, like Richard Dawkins, Christopher Hitchens, and Sam Harris. They kind of like I would debate you on like atheism type. And then there was this one incident that completely changed my mind. In the middle of a very busy, bustling Little India. Okay, imagine, I think it was like a weekend or something, weeknight, like maybe Friday night. Me and 2 of my friends who are more sensitive to ghosts than I am, right? Or the supernatural lah. Right, we were walking through Little India and, lots of people, lots of crowd, lots of chatter. And then we see this like souvenir shop right smack in the middle of Little India. And we were like, oh, well, let's go in. And then this shop was selling stuff like, those cheap Buddha statues and like Gandhi, Ganesha statues and stuff like that. And just cheap souvenir type things. So like the first floor of this shop house, right, was entirely filled with that. So we were looking through stuff and we're like, oh, this is so funny and what. And then my friend, okay, so I've got 2 friends with me, right? So one of them, she's very sensitive to ghosts. She used to be able to see them because she had the 3rd eye as a child. And then I think her mom brought her to a temple to close it or something. If you believe that sort of thing lah. So like her mom brought her to the temple to close it, but she can still feel them.
Yeah.
And the other friend is my BFF who is very sensitive to these sorts of things and is quite superstitious. Like, she goes to temple to pray. And here am I, like an atheist who don't believe in anything. So every time I hang out with these 2 friends, right, they will always go like anywhere. Like let's say, there's a dark alley, and then my friends will be like, okay, let's avoid that. I'm like, huh, why? Let's go there. Let's see. Oh, that looks like there's something really interesting going there. They'll be like, no, let's not do that.
Oh, you're that friend. Okay.
I'm that idiot. I'm the idiot who will like get killed the first in the horror movie kind. So or it will be at the museum and there will be certain artifacts that they will like shy away from and just say to me like, hey, let's not go there, like bad juju or whatever. Huh, what's that? Wait, I'm gonna see what's that shit. I'm that idiot. So anyway, so that's the backstory to the 2 of them. So the 3 of us were in the shop. And then like my BFF, she saw like the side door that had staircase. So she's like, ooh, staircase. Let's go check it out. Okay, so we asked the shop assistant, like, oh, can we go up and see what's on the 2nd floor? And she said yes. Okay, so we went up to the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor was basically, it's not like cheap trinkets made in China stuff, right? It's antiques. It's like an entire 2nd shop house floor of like Balinese mirrors, benches, doors for people to like, furnish their houses with like basically like expensive stuff. So we were like, oh, okay, what a vibe change.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. But and a lot of them like looked really old and some had like some vibes lah, like extra vibes.
Even for you.
Like for me, it just looked like antique law. Then my friend was like a bit like uneasy already. I think the other friend, who's not my BFF, the one who had her third eye closed, I think she already started feeling a bit uneasy there. But my BFF was still like, oh wow, because she loves she loves thrifting and she loves antiques. So even though she's sensitive, she gets excited by these things. And me, I'm just like, ooh, okay, wow, so pretty. What a nice mirror. Then my friend is like, my other friend is like, Anngee, let's go. And so when we were done with the second floor, right, I thought we were going to go downstairs. And then, of course, there was the stairs that led up to the third floor. So on the bottom of the flight of the second story flight, right, there was this statue. It was a woman. And her eyes were red, and she was like, I think, holding a mirror or something. So I saw her, but I didn't really pay really a lot of attention to her. Then my BFF was already like tung, 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 going up to like the third story. So I followed behind my BFF. I thought my other friend was behind me, right? Because I could feel her behind me. Okay, so anyways, so my BFF went straight up, and I followed closely behind. She went right into the door of the third story. I took one step in. And like the third story was nothing at all like the second story. It's basically just huge sculptures. And it was huge sculptures of like those like Balinese sculptures of like really scary looking statues or something. I don't know what they were. So I like took one step in, I looked in, and it was just statue, lots of them. Crowded, oh my god, my like goosebumps. I can still remember it. And then I was like, what in the hell? Like, why are these here? Who buys these things? And then, like, I looked to the left, right? That's lots of statues, and to the right also lots of statues. But one statue in particular caught my eye, on the right side, and I remember looking at it and feeling like this whole chill go down my body. And then my friend came out. And a shop assistant came after her and said, like, shoo her out, like, basically. And then my friend was like, okay, we have to go. Then I turned. Then I already had bad feelings already because of like looking at that one particular sculpture. I had very bad feelings already. So I turned behind. I turned to walk down the stairs. I was like, where's my friend? My other friend. Wait, the fuck is she? Cannot find. So anyways, so we walked down the 3 flights, and my other friend was actually waiting for us on the first floor. So I felt a presence behind me that I thought was my friend, but turned out not to be my friend. And I only found out this like years later when I asked her, weren't you behind me the whole time? And she said, actually, I never even went up because I saw the sculpture of the woman with red eyes on the floor on the second story, and I decided not to go up.
Shit.
Yeah. So, anyways, we like my BFF and I, because we went into the third story, right? We were a bit scared lah. I think my friend even more scared than me. So, anyways, we exited the shop. Then we were walking for a period of time. So the two of them were very silent, and I was walking a little bit behind them because it was very crowded. Because it's Little India on a Friday night, right? Then I started feeling this like super, super malignant something behind me. Like I've never felt this before in my entire life. It just felt like a force that was trailing behind, and I knew for some reason that it wanted to do me harm. Like it was a very, very strong, like, I wouldn't say evil, but I knew like it didn't want have good intentions.
Right.
And I never felt this kind of stuff ever before in my entire life.
Like right behind you, or
like you
trailing
could just,
from behind?
I think trailing. I'm not quite sure, but it was just like, it was right behind. And you know, like when somebody's staring at you and like want to do you harm, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know what the fuck it was. Then I just hurry up to the two of my friends because they were like a little bit in front of me. And I said, oh, this was like about 5 minutes after we left the shop, and we were just walking around along the Little India. I said, hey guys, do you feel something bad following us? And then the two of them, right, look at each other. Then you know what they said? They said, oh my god, if she can feel it, it means it must be damn strong. Because I usually don't feel these things. So for me to be able to feel, because I'm usually the idiot going, oh, what's that, right? Like, so for me to be able to feel it, the both of them were very scared also lah. Because it means that, like, it's super, super strong, right? Then we look at each other, we're like, oh shit, how, what to do? Then we're like, okay, we must go to somewhere where there's a lot of people. In the middle of Little India, then we're like, where is that? Mustafa, 24/7. So we made a beeline towards Mustafa, and all the way to Mustafa, we could feel it trailing behind us. It was such a like weird kind of sensation. And then we went into Mustafa, and we went to like one of the basement where there's a lot of cloth. There was, like they sell like boats of cloth there.
Yeah.
And then we could still feel it there behind us after like a few minutes. And then we said, okay, let's split up.
Okay.
So we split up for a while. And then after like, I think maybe 10, 15 minutes, we got back together. And that's where we like, hey, do you still feel it? Hey, like, no, not anymore. So then the feeling dissipated. Then, but to be safe, we were like, hey, let's go pray somewhere. Let's go pray. Then because we were in Little India, right? We were like, where got temples still open at this time? Then we were like, oh, we should go to Loyang Topikong in Pasir Ris. then we were like, but very far like, because we wanted to still like do KTV.
Priorities, man.
I know, we were like, oh, but if Loyang we got KTV, right? Like we should stay in the CBD. But then we went to Bugis, where is it Simalu? Yeah.
Simalu.
So the very famous Simalu temple
Waterloo
closed already,
Street,
like Waterloo Street.
Yeah.
So it was closed, but then the three of us were like standing outside, and I never really prayed before So I was just standing outside. I was like, must say what? Then my friend was like, you must pray. You must tell them the God your name, your address. Then I'm like, must tell address one. Then you just do as I say Then I was like, oh okay. Then say what? Then just ask her protect you from harm. Then I was like standing outside the gates feeling ridiculous, like, hello, I am Neo Anngee from Tampines, blah blah blah, and got something follow, then you excuse me, please help me.
Did you accidentally give like IC number also?
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to ask my friend, should I even give you IC number or what? Just to be safe. Then I was like, okay, that's too troll of me. Then there was like a Hindu temple right next to it, right? Like and then I was like, should we just go there and pray anyway? Since we were in like Little India, maybe like Chinese God cannot help, but then maybe Indian God can help. Then they were like, yeah, but we don't want to anyhow pray then offend the God also. Then you got double whammies, Then so we didn't. So anyways, we prayed, then we go to KTV. So that was my very first experience with a supernatural being that really shook me.
How long ago was this?
This was probably like 8-9 years ago, I think. So ever since then, I've been agnostic. I'm no longer atheist.
Welcome to the club.
I have realized that I'm not.
You earned the badge already.
I'm not smart enough to know what's going on.
There's something out there, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
You just don't know, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but after that, then after that, I got a few more encounters, but that was the most scary one.
But this, okay.
Yeah.
So is the shop still around?
I think so, yeah.
It's an antique shop,
Yeah.
Okay.
I can probably get you the address if you want, but...
Yeah, after the show.
Yeah, sure. I need to ask
Let's not shame the show, Let's not shame the show. But if you ask us, we're not going to tell you, because we don't want to affect other people's business.
Yeah.
But usually, from my understanding, antique shops, tend to have this kind of thing. Because usually they stuff it to the brim.
Yeah.
Lack of light going in. And shop houses, usually the light comes in this way.
Yeah.
There's no sideways. So it's very, very dark. Then you're taking old stuff. And where do old stuff come from?
Dead people.
Exactly. And sometimes they have certain things attached themselves, or maybe the disease attach themselves to the things. And you're talking about statues of divine beings. Usually those are, I don't know why, but evil things like to attach and pretend that they are divine beings.
So like, I asked my friend who had her eyes closed. Okay, so maybe we give them a name.
Okay.
My BFF, and then the other one is called G. Okay. So I asked G, I said, what do you think it is? Is it like a human spirit or what? She's like, it's definitely not a human spirit. It's something else.
Demonic.
Yeah, then because it didn't, the way that it felt so, I wouldn't say evil, but so like wanting to do you harm.
Malicious.
Malicious. Like it didn't feel human to me. And the way that it felt so intense, like I could tell in my heart that it means harm. It was like, I don't know how to I've never experienced it since, thank God, touch wood. But like it was just like, your lizard brain is telling you, danger,
Yeah.
danger, danger, run, run. That sort of feeling. Yeah, it's very interesting.
I mean, it's like what your friend said, lah. The fact that you felt it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Says a
like
lot, lah.
very, very amped up.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a muggle, right?
Yeah,
a
yeah,
muggle
yeah.
cannot see magic, and then you see magic and it's like, holy shit, it's bad.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's bad.
Very
It's-
jialat. Because I think at first the two of them weren't so alarmed. It's only when I caught up to them, I was like, hey guys, do you guys feel
Yeah.
something? Then they were like, oh shit, even she, that idiot feels it.
so
I like how you're the detection. It's like, it must be bad. And
So-
G feels it.
Yeah.
so G actually still can see lah.
According to her, like her mom closed her eye, like third eye very early
No, your
on.
BFF, your G.
Yeah, G. Like
also-
so, no,
Oh.
my BFF doesn't see anything,
Oh,
but
she
she's
just senses,
sensitive.
ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but G, according to her mom closed her third eye very early on in her childhood. But like I think at some point in her adulthood, she started to be able to see again, lor.
Oh, manifest back ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So she's like my go-to when something weird happens to me that I cannot explain.
but does she? I mean, do they have like an idea of what it is, or did they see it or anything?
She didn't see it at the time, I think, but she told me that it was definitely not human, and I also didn't ask too much. And she doesn't really like to talk too much about this kind of during that period of time, lah.
I'm sure.
Because like so my BFF a couple of days after she told me this, that she met up with a friend who could see things, and during that meeting with him, her friend, he was looking behind her directly.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like I guess like there was some like remnants of energy or what lah. But anyways, so she said that her friend told the whatever it was off lah.
Like go away lah.
Yeah, something like that lah. So so during that period of time, we didn't really discuss this incident very much.
You
Besides-
shouldn't. When you talk about
Yeah.
them, they tend to come. They don't follow the rules of space and time.
Yeah.
It's anytime, anywhere. Especially
Then why
when
you make
it's
me
named-
talk about this now?
I mean,
You need to come find
it's
me again.
9 years ago.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
like we are in Little Indian talking about it. Then maybe lah. But I
Okay,
think
yeah.
9 years ago, a lot of things can happen lah.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah, yeah.
definitely you're in a much safer place lah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, thanks for sharing. So that incident just changed you straight away. Like
I wouldn't say changed me. Like it scared the shit out of me for sure.
Yeah.
But then there were like a few other things that happened to me after that were like shook my atheist
Belief
beliefs
system lah.
belief system. Then I'm like, okay, well if these things happen quite a few times, then like maybe there's something out there that I don't know about. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like maybe we should get into it. And then like, guys, stop teasing me. Tell me the story.
What is it?
What is it?
What
okay,
is
okay.
it?
Maybe we start from the next thing that happened to you after this
Yeah,
antique shop story.
So I was doing a project on Chinatown.
Oh.
It's all these like older
yeah.
places in Singapore. I was doing a project on Chinatown, and I was doing a recce of Chinatown basically. Because when I do a project, usually I like to go down and take photos for references and stuff like that. And I happened upon this really, really I was just walking around Chinatown trying to see what's interesting, like humans, architecture, and whatever else was there. Then I happened upon this shop house. And I didn't have an idea of what it was, but it looked like a huiguan, which is like a kind of like a clan association
Clan
for
association.
Chinese people. And I was like, oh, okay, it looks open. The gate opens, so let's go in. And
Nice.
fucking kaypoh lah. Anyways, I was like, okay, let's go. So, but I was by myself this time around, and it was in the middle of an afternoon. So I went in, and like a lot of these like old shop houses, they are very dim, even in the
Yep.
middle of the day lah, basically. So I went in, I was like, hello. Because it was basically like, it's very old school huiguan, like basically one big huge dining table in the middle of it where people will come sit down and talk, right? But there was nobody there, and like there were a lot of like lion dance equipment there. So I was like, oh, intriguing. Why is all these like lion dance stuff here? So I was like, hello. Then finally one auntie come out from the behind or whatever, and she's like, oh, who are you? I said, oh, I'm just here to do some research. Can I like take a look at this building? And she said, oh yeah, you just need to sign in. So I signed in, and then she went off to do her thing. She explained to me a little bit about this Hui Guan, and basically they're like a association that had, what do you call it? It's kind of like almost like a museum of lion dance and Chinese opera stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think you know which one, maybe.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
I don't like when he does
No,
that.
I'm like the Chinese opera thing. Okay, but okay.
Yeah. So like, it was very interesting because you can see all the, you know, like the drums and the like lion heads and everything strewn everywhere. And so I was like, oh, this is so cool. Let me go explore. Like lots of visual stuff for me to reference. Okay, go up the first flight of stairs to the second floor, right? So lining the flight of stairs are just lion heads, basically. Like lots of lion heads lining it. So while you're walking up, the lion heads are looking down at you. And when I got to the second floor, I was like, oh, so cool, because they had like glass, like walled glass exhibits of I think like Chinese opera costumes and like some lion dance things. So it's almost like a museum. I'm not sure if it's open to the public, but maybe it is. And I was like, take photo. Then there was this like very intriguing like box, like in one corner. And I was like looking at the box. I was like, this gives me the urge to open the box.
Can I just say, at this point in time, right, I think most of the people watching are going, walao eh. Walao eh.
No, not the box. But I didn't do anything, okay?
Okay.
Because I was a guest, right? So anyways, I took photos and like took references, and okay, done with the second level. Went to the third level. It's always the freaking third level, I tell you, motherfuckers. So anyways, I went to the third level, happily taking my photos and references. Then I suddenly felt a presence behind me. Then like, but it's a different presence. It's not like the evil, like I want to do you harm. It felt almost very tangibly like a disapproving senior, like an old uncle or something. Like it just felt like, you know, like there was like a old uncle like with his hands behind his back,
Very specific.
looking at me like going like,
girl, what are you doing?
yeah, these young people. That kind of feel. I don't know. I don't understand like how I got that vibe lah. But anyways, then I knew that I was the only human being there. So then in my mind I was like, oh, si liao, die me, fuck. Then the only other human being I seen that I knew of was downstairs on the first floor. So in my mind I was like, oh my god, how fast can I run from the third floor to the first floor? Do I just like freaking like, I don't know, tumble my way down the stairs or what? Anyways, then like I was facing the cabinets. I was like, do I turn? I don't know what to do. Because I could really feel the other presence behind me. And then I was like, yeah, fuck it lah. I have to turn anyways. So then I was like, took a breath, turn. And then you know what I saw? I saw all the ancestral plaques.
Oh my god.
A huge wall of ancestral plaques that I didn't say hi to because I, you know, like when you come into the space, right? Like it's the very typical 5 foot way shop house. So I came out the stairs and I saw all the display stuff and I was like taking photos. So I didn't even see the plaques at all, right? Then I turned and it was like, don't know how many rows of like ancestral plaques there. Then I was like, okay, now I understand why they had that presence that was very disapproving old guy or something. And I just look at the plaques and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just here to do my work. I didn't mean any disrespect. You know, I didn't see you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just a student. No, I wasn't really a student, but I'm just trying to do my work. You know, then I say, sorry. Then I went back to taking photos. Please let me finish my photos. Then go down. That was the second time. I respect the fact that you continued taking photos anyway. I just felt like after I acknowledged them and I said hi and like explained to them what I was doing, like that presence went away. Or like, I didn't feel it as strongly anymore. Yeah. So I felt like they were kind of chill with me being there. Yeah. I don't know, but I felt that. So I was like, okay, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to be here for very, very fast. Just like 10 minutes maximum. Right? Just let me finish my job. Then then I just finished like taking photos, then I left lah. Then I went downstairs, then I saw the auntie, then she looked at me, then I looked at her, then I was like, okay, thank you very much, bye. Then after that, I was, because I had the previous experience in Little India, then this came like, I think maybe less than a year after. Then I was like, oh, how come I can feel like these things?
Open.
Yeah.
The other side is opening up to you.
I think according to my friend, because during that period of time I was not in very good health lah, like mentally and physically. Prior to that, I've always been like a very like strong, like very young kind of individual lah, you know, where I think things just bounce off me. But during that period of time, I think I was a little bit more fragile in that sense, and that's my friend G was telling me that that's when sometimes you can feel the in between of the worlds a little bit more when you're not so strong mentally or physically. Yeah.
Okay, so there's one particular place in Chinatown called Sago Lane, Sago Street.
Oh yes.
Which is in Cantonese dialect called Se An Kai, basically a dead man's street lah. Is where a lot of the funeral parlors and death houses were at. Death houses basically usually is in the funeral home or right next to the funeral, which is very unethical, by the way. And some of them, sometimes they are not even dead. They just put them in the funeral home,
waiting for them to die.
Yeah, so that the whole stretch, a lot of ghost stories. I personally have went there before, and that's why there's a very big a Buddha temple. It's called the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple there. So I personally have some experience there also. Like not really like ghost, but very creepy. So I'm working on a documentary this year, right? So I shoot a lot around in Singapore.
Okay.
So I will go to high areas, like usually HDBs, then we will shoot like a vantage point of like you can see the city skyline.
Yeah.
So like different towns with different skylines. So I was shooting the Chinatown. So I went to this part. It's actually quite creepy and sad at the same time. So Sago Lane, right? They have a HDB estate where it's like mostly like I think it's rental, and it's like one of those two.
It's a very old,
so a lot of elderly, right?
Yeah.
So I was looking around for vantage point, and I think it was during Chinese New Year. There were a lot of other photographers that were walking around. So I was going up. Then you know, like all this old HDB, right? When you go into the walkway, right, it's side by side one like that. Left, right. It's not like ours on like one corridor. It's left, right. So there's no light even in the day.
It's very dim.
Very dim, very creepy, right? So I was walking towards this side, right? The whole row, I swear to God, all abandoned. Empty. You know why it's empty?
They die already lah.
Yes.
The old folks.
It didn't dawn on me until I saw the paper. There's this paper, like a letter from HDB. This unit has been repossessed. The whole stretch.
Yeah, and because a lot of the older folks, you know, like they are usually in their 80s or 90s, and then
some don't have family lah.
Yeah, some don't have families. A lot of them are actually migrants from China also, and they are not able to go back to China for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And a lot of them never managed to have families in Singapore.
Yeah.
But to give like a more positive note to your Sago Lane story, because I love this part about like our Chinese history lah. So what I love about like the Sago Lane stories is it's not just like you know, like as you say, unethical behavior and people like, you know, getting addicted to opium and stuff like that. But there's also like a lot of history of community helping each other.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are like migrants from China coming over by themselves and not knowing anybody in this strange land, right? So in Chinatown there was a lot of community where like people from the same hometown would band together and they would gather their own resources. And also, like for example, if somebody dies, right, and maybe this person doesn't have enough money to pay for his funeral, then the community comes together and puts money together and gives this person a send-off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or even like sometimes like send his remains back to the hometown, stuff like that. So I mean, yes, there's a lot of like sad stuff, but there's also a lot of like community within Chinatown. So it's not always like a sad, depressing story.
I like how like her basically her advertising side kick in already. It's like we gotta balance this shit.
No, because like for me, I think like that's one of the parts of Chinatown stories that I love a lot, because I recently just did a project on Chinatown where I was just going there basically every other day just to take photos and references, and going back there just reinforces like how far we've come in a sense where, you know, like Chinatown, if you come to Singapore, right, like if you're a tourist, you come to Singapore, A lot of people think that it's like a tourist trap in some sense. But if you go to certain areas of Chinatown, you still see the old people gathering there, you know, the old people playing chess and all that stuff, and still having that community. And that's like a remnant from the very, very old times where people just gathered there and had community. So, you know, like we have like a strange tension between the new and the old lah, basically trying to find their way in this like fucking metropolis that's like where the capitalism sometimes like
Too much.
steamrolls everything, but you still see pockets of community there, and that's what I love about Chinatown.
Chinatown is amazing. What is the next story after the Chinatown story? Don't tell me some other like old town like Tiong Bahru.
No, this is in my house.
Oh.
Walao.
Wait, current house or?
Current house.
Okay.
Walao.
So anyways, right during the pandemic, or like slightly before maybe, or slightly after the pandemic, I moved into a new house. And the way that I designed my room was that I had like a bed with a platform behind my bed. So then I'm not a particularly superstitious type, and I don't really know a lot of like superstition lah. So I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have like a mirror near my bed, on the platform behind my bed, and because that's where I want to do my like, you know, night ritual routine, skincare stuff. When I first moved into my house, after I put the mirror there, I started getting like real fucking weird dreams. Imagine, right? Like you're in this room that looks kind of like a classroom, and it's full of strangers you don't know. You get into this room, and then everybody in that room suddenly like turns and look at you.
Damn.
And then they're like, open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
All of them?
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is the door? Where is the door? Then like I just kept getting these kind of dreams. You know, then I'll wake up in the next day and then I'll forget about it. And then it will happen again. Then one day I dreamt that I was in my bed. The bed in the new house. It was literally like, then there was a cat in my bed. But this cat, I felt like was a friendly cat to me.
Okay.
So I was facing the wall. The cat was facing outwards. And I was like, oh, kitty in my bed. Like, don't know come from where one lah. Then the cat looked at me. Then I was like sighing the cat. Then like the cat suddenly looked behind me. And the cat started hissing real hard. Like, I was like, oh, what's going on? Because it was like, I think it's in the dream lah. Like, but I was in my room lah, right? I was like, why would there be somebody behind me? So this cat was hissing at whatever was behind me. And I felt this thing on my arm wrenched me. And
my God.
like I could feel like a force like that held my arm and then like wrenched my arm. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm a naturally angry person, you know.
I couldn't tell.
So when somebody was like pulling my arm, like my first instinct was to be like, what the fuck? And I wrenched my arm back. I was like, what the fuck?
And you woke up.
And I woke up. But I could still feel like this force on my arm. And I could feel that there was something behind me.
Again.
Then I was like, then I woke up, I was like in the middle of the night. And I was like, what the fuck just happened?
If you tell me you're flat on the third floor.
It's on the fourth floor.
Okay. I was like, I swear to God.
Yeah, so anyways, like there were a couple of these kind of things that were happening in my room. Then I was feeling a bit like weirded out lah. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Then I asked my friend G, I said, hey, actually, I've been getting these very weird dreams. And then this thing happened. Then got this cat, I don't know what. Then, you know what? G was like, do you have a mirror near your bed?
Oh.
I was like, what's it got to do with anything, man? She's like, are you stupid or what?
Yep.
Then she was like, you know, actually mirrors are like a portal or something, and having one near your bed, even though it doesn't see, like it's a small mirror, it was just like a literal like, you know, like less than A5 size one. But she said having one near your bed is very, very bad. And I was like, huh? Even if it doesn't see my bed or it doesn't see me? I was like, yeah, because like it's literally a portal lah. Then then she said, I think you need to take the mirror away. So I took the mirror away. Then I stopped having those dreams. Yeah, but there were just a few other things that happened like in my room and stuff that were like, so you know, my house is a HDB and my windows are like the normal, like, you know, the ones that start halfway up
Yeah.
your body kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there was one time I was sitting at my desk. I could feel like a wind swirling underneath my feet. Literally like a cold wind, you know, like you on the aircon maybe like 22 degrees or something and swirling under my table when there's no like windows or anything. Yeah, like just a few things that have happened in this new house.
You don't live alone, right?
No, I live with like a few people, but yeah, it's quite funny. Then I always ask G for help. Whatever. What am I supposed to do? She's like, oh, okay, you don't worry. Maybe it's just like somebody coming to visit you, or you know, somebody coming to take shelter from the elements or whatever. You just light you know, those Palo Santo or whatever wood and go cleanse it and stuff.
So you do that lah.
I felt a bit weird lah. I felt a bit stupid lor. Then she was like, my friend was like, oh, pretend that it's something that you do all the time. You know, just like don't even make a big deal of it. Just take the wood and then light it up and go and sage it or whatever. Then I'm like, how the ghost know whether I do it often or not often? How am I supposed to pretend to the ghost? Then, right, like a lot of things that don't make sense, but I just do lah. You know, like.
But you still do it to this day?
I only do it when something happens. But yeah.
Nice.
I'm a very lazy person lah, basically.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, you feel free to not share if you're not comfortable lah. But like, do your housemates feel the same
No.
thing? Only you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe it's my room lah. I don't know.
But it's not a new house, right? It's like a resale or something.
Yeah, it's a
right?
resale house.
Oh shit.
But I mean, in general, I think it has been quite okay lah.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably be more worried if it was a new house.
For those who don't know, who are living under a rock, one of our first few guests actually are the boys from Longkang Kitties. But Longkang Kitties got 4 members, and actually she's one of them. She's the one that, you know, like very angry one. If you listen to that one, one of the other angry, the other one is John obviously. The two most angry one. So
Again,
she's
I'm so surprised by this.
I know, right?
Yeah.
and they used to record in a place maybe not so haunted I don't know haunted or not haunted. I leave it up to you to say
I think it was a lot of okay, so if you don't know, right, like Pearl's Hill Terrace is actually a very old colonial building that was left from, I think it used to be the police HQ, right?
Yes, yeah.
And it's like right up on the top of a hill, so you have to like climb a long flight of stairs to get to it. And it's kind of run down, and you know, like some indie stores and design places like rent it. But the thing about this place is that, right, like it's got a courtyard, and it's got like abandoned statues like of Buddha or whatever lying around, and just like really random stuff like swings and things. So when we used to record Longkang Kitties there, sometimes we would record after office hours, so we would be there till like 11, 12 o'clock. I was so terrified of going to the toilets because it was like in the middle of nowhere. You know, I had to walk a really long corridor to get to there. And then it's like, if you scream, nobody will hear you. You know, so I would, every time when we were recording in the studio, right, I'll be like, anyone wants to go toilet? Anybody want to go toilet? Then John will always step out and be like, I go with you. So for the longest time, I thought he was going to the toilet on his own when I was going to the toilet. Then one day, I realized, I found out he was actually literally just standing outside the women's toilet to guard me. Now, so I was like, why are you doing here? Like, why are you going to the toilet? Then he was like, if I go to the toilet, then you scream, then how? Then what if I'm in the middle of peeing? Then I was like, oh my God, that's very touching. Thank you very much.
Oh,
nice, John.
Very nice, right?
Yes.
But then, like, if you think about it this way, I think women are just inherently disadvantaged because of our physiology.
Yeah.
Imagine, right, like I'm in the middle of peeing. I'm literally sitting on the toilet bowl. If a ghost appeared somewhere, right, I have to A, stop peeing, B, you know, stand up, pull up my pants, button my trousers, and I already have like a few seconds delay already.
that's
But
true.
if like I'm a dude, right, I'm just standing at the urinal and I'm just doing my business. If a ghost come, I can just take my pee stick and be like, aim it at the ghost and be like, psst on it. You know,
Are you saying that if you had a pea stick, you
Yeah.
would aim it at the ghost?
I think I might. At least this is like the first thing that I would do. I mean, not from any sort of defense, but it's like probably more from shock and surprise, like, and you can't stop yourself from peeing, and then you just, you know, like, you just use it like a hose or something. I don't know. Maybe it could help. Maybe it'll buy you some time because the ghost is like shocked.
Clearly, she has thought about this a long time.
Clearly.
I tell you, right? I have, you know. Because we recorded that for such a long time that every time I was in the toilet in the middle of the night, right, I always just in my very in my imagination, I'm like, okay, what should I do if something attacks me? Right? It's like this feeling of vulnerability that I don't know if you guys will ever experience. It's almost like when you're on a plane, right, and you have to go to the toilet, then you're like, there might be turbulence. Right, so you try your best to like rush through your business, that kind of feeling. You know, I've thought about 1,000 ways like what I would do if something attacks me when I'm in like Pearl's Terrace. Anyways,
I mean, it sounds like she really thought it through. But the good news is, so have I. Let me break it down to you on the
what
signs
should you
of,
do? Wait, what should you do if you get attacked in the middle of peeing?
of HANTU toilet etiquettes.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Okay,
Let's go for it.
Go on.
First of all, if I mean in the other world,
Yeah.
our world have governance, right? Other worlds have. I would like to call it MOH, Ministry of HANTUs.
Okay.
So the ghosts, right, got etiquettes on. You want to scare people, maybe one of the rules is don't scare them in the toilet.
Really, man?
If you look at ghost movies in general, right, it always happens when they are washing their hands. It's never like they are shitting halfway, then boom, the ghost come out.
So what you're trying to say is don't wash your hands.
No. What I'm saying is they will never scare you when you're on the latrine.
Wait. Have you ever experienced this? Like you're on the toilet bowl and you're doing your business, and maybe it's not a ghost, maybe it's a cockroach. And you're like, you're in the middle of doing your business, and then the cockroach comes, and then you're like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I feel like in the movies, right, they only don't show it because it's just not movie material.
Okay, fair.
But I don't know if there's actually a rule against ghosts attacking you when
Because
you're
I
doing
feel
your
like
business.
if you're a ghost, you were human once. You don't want to see other people's parts. That's just weird,
Yeah, but
right?
weren't you the one that also said that ghosts like eating, like, you know,
Human discharge. right?
human discharge?
oh no.
Fair. But there are other kind of human discharge, if you know what I mean. In the club, that kind of thing.
Fair enough.
So I feel like feces lah. Let's just say feces or urine it's not on their or not high on their list.
What if they
It's
just
other
like to scare people for the sake of, like, I mean,
Okay,
if I were
fair.
a ghost,
Yeah, fair.
honestly, I might be the ghost who will just appear
In the
in the
toilet.
middle of your business.
Okay.
Just so that I can have that thrill of like, haha, I know this is where you're the most vulnerable.
But if you were a ghost, don't you think it's fucking awkward that you show yourself to someone who's like peeing?
no,
It's
but like they won't see you again, unless you choose to haunt them like
That's true.
perpetually. So it's like boo, and
but
then
it's
they like,
kind of awkward, right? Like then what? then
I mean,
what?
look, that ghost, what are they going to do? Blush.
You know, it's like I shit my pants. Then what?
Yeah,
Luckily,
exactly.
I'm on the toilet. I don't shit my pants, bro.
no, like can you imagine? Okay, so this is one of the scenarios that
Go on.
like I imagine, right, when I was doing my business at Pearl's Terrace, I was like, if actually something appears to me in the middle of, like, let's say I'm peeing and I can't stop peeing because I just had to let it out.
Yeah.
Do I just pull out my pants and run outside peeing because I can't stop myself from peeing?
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
I think the ghost will judge you.
I would judge me too, but
The ghost was
know.
like, how uncivilized.
I know.
Sure.
But then it's the decision that you have to make for yourself. Like, do I run out with pee?
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think I'm okay
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Clearly, we have all
honestly.
thought about this way too much.
No, I don't think we've thought about it enough.
Look,
I think there needs to be a protocol.
Yes.
depends on the ghost, right?
Okay.
If let's say the ghost is like, I'm just gonna like that. Okay lah, I'd rather I take my chances in the toilet. If not, I'll shit my pants.
Right.
Then I have to do a lot of explanation when I'm on my way back home, like on the taxi, and tell the ghost, Uncle, I saw the ghost. I saw a ghost, and I shit my pants. Then the uncle's like, you got ghost? Then I'm not gonna ferry you because later the ghost follow you. Then I will have to find a car. Then I'll explain the same shit again. So it's
Oh
like,
my gosh.
it's worse. Or I just do your worst, bro.
But which ghost is just going to go, and then leave you be? Like, can you imagine you're on the toilet, then the ghost, okay, I'm done, bye.
No, but that's usually it, what? Then what you gonna do?
Maybe they just like, I just want you to shit your pants.
Yeah,
That's it. That's their goal.
So maybe they just want to do like one scare and done. Like, okay, I scare you and done. What, they're gonna try to kill you? Because I think that's highly impossible. Like
Wait,
impossible.
is it possible that a ghost kills you?
Yes, but it's highly not possible because usually they just scare you. The ones that kill you is vengeful spirit, and usually you have some karma with that thing. Like maybe you wrong that person, then that person going, the person died or something. So I feel like most of the time it's just scares. So it's like just lightning, not the thunder.
Right.
So you get the lightning and then like, okay, I shit in the toilet bowl instead of my pants. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go. Then how?
Maybe you use the toilet paper and throw it at him.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Give you a bit of time to like,
When you use the
do your
bidet.
maneuvers. Yeah.
That's-
You use the bidet.
That's why you
This is
never hear about the halfway through wiping content.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's safe.
It's not awkwardness. It is the ghost also want to
Maybe
protect
you don't
themselves.
hear about it is because people are too embarrassed to say it.
Possibly.
Yeah, they just like keep it inside like the,
You know the
the
bidet?
little corner of shame.
The bidet, right, is like, especially the public toilet ones, is unusable one. It's disgusting. You use it and you point it at the ghost. Like a ghostbuster. Said, don't make me use it, come on. Then the ghost like, oh my god, it's so disgusting. I've seen all the people that use it. Fuck you, I don't put
This
it.
is the unholy water.
Yeah, this is the unholy water for you, man. Oh, no. Right?
Unholy water.
I'm so sorry, guys. We went in a 15-minute tangent on toilet in ghosts. I hope you enjoy the content.
I'm not even sure what to title this episode at this
No,
point.
dude, like it's literally something that I've really talked about, and usually it's using the toilet time. I've
Yeah.
used a lot of creepy toilets in my lifetime.
Uh,
Number one, definitely the most creepy toilet I've ever used is on top of a mountain in Okinawa in the middle of night, and it's one of those public toilet that have no lights on. And imagine Japan, right? Yeah lah, their toilet's nice, but this one obviously got no bidet. It's on top of a mountain in a car park. No lights some more. And it's like winter. Oh my god.
gosh.
So I had to quickly, wow, that one is damn scary. And Okinawa, like, come on, Okinawa, so many things happen there.
Can you imagine, right, if they if that toilet, right, the one thing that they upgraded was, those toilets in Japan that play music?
Oh my god.
Fuck off.
Hey, imagine in the middle of the night because they also do the Buddhist chant like Namo.
Walao eh. In the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
I won't use the toilet. I feel disrespectful.
You
Because
know,
I'm shitting on your parade, bro.
like I was on a art retreat, like my personal art retreat. I was in the middle of nowhere of Czech Republic, right? And I rented like a chateau.
Fancy.
No, it's not fancy because I rented it because it was so cheap. It was like literally $20 a night, 20 Sing dollars
For
a
a
night.
chateau.
Like a wing of it. It's basically like in the past, like the aristocrats, right? They had their proper castles and then they had their summer palaces. So this place used to be a summer palace. So like I went in off-peak season, and so like nobody was renting it. I had the one wing to myself, and apparently the place is haunted.
Oh my god.
And like somebody on the Airbnb wrote a review that said that, oh, I came here and looked haunted. Then I left. So then,
Wait, did you read
26
the
at night.
review before or after?
no, I just looked at the $20. I was like, oh, $20, that's great. Oh, very cheap, huh? Then I went there. Then after that, like when I saw the place, then I was like, I feel like it's a bit haunted because this place usually is rented by like officers to do like those retreats for
Yeah, yeah.
office staff, and because it's a very big place, you can sleep. You can have like 20-30 people sleep there. I was like one person in the entire wing.
Yeah.
So the room, he gave me like options for the room, like, oh, you can be on the ground floor or like the second story. But the second story are fucking scary. Like it's just basically lots of like armored, armored like like figures,
yeah.
and then like heads on the wall kind of thing, and then like it's just a room in the middle of the second story. So I said, okay, never mind. I want to be like on the ground floor.
Yeah.
But the ground floor, right, the room that I got was also like a big room with lots of beds that were empty and like a huge painting of Virgin Mary looking down at you. Anyways,
Why
so
was it there?
I have
want
no
to-
idea.
Exactly. I was like, why the fuck is there a
and
religious
this
person there?
And also because it's in the middle of nowhere, right? Like literally it's a very old castle. So in the middle of the night when I went around autumn to winter season, so the winds were very strong. So like it's like old windows with that rattle, like in the middle of the night when it's so dark outside, like you can't see anything. Then it was like, and then you can see like the trees, the
Like
black
swaying, right?
silhouette of the trees swing. Anyways.
Wait, you did that alone?
Yeah.
Or you gangsters?
So you were in a Scooby-Doo cartoon lah,
Yeah,
basically.
correct. So the great thing about it was that on the second day, I saw like a dormouse, a field mouse. I thought it was ghost. Because like I heard like pans and pots rattling in the kitchen, right? Then I went to my landlord, like the guy, like he was living in a different wing. And I said, oh my God, there's something moving in the middle of the night. Is your castle haunted? I was expecting him to say like, yeah, don't worry lah, we got haunted, this kind of thing. No, he looked at me, he's like, yeah, of course our castle is haunted. It's a castle. All castles are haunted. Then I looked at him, I was like, okay. Then I said, okay. Then he looked at me and he said, but don't worry. Our ghost is a very friendly ghost. It's a Benedictine monk from don't know which century. And he's not going to bother you much. Much.
Much is the key word on it.
Yeah, okay, like that.
And you stayed there for how long?
I think almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks plus.
Gangster.
But he gave me a cat.
Oh, okay.
Like so the cat, right, was with me as a mouser, but also like as a companion. So in the middle of the night, if I really need to go to the toilet, because it's very cold, right, I'll just grab the cat. I'll go down the creepy corridor. I'll put the cat with me in the toilet. Then I'll be like, you sit here and I do my business.
Can I just say, what a good cat.
I know, it's a beautiful cat. Her name is Mariska.
Such
Wonderful
a
cat.
let you carry it, sits in the toilet with you.
No, she had no choice in it. I just like grabbed her and I'm
No
like, you're
choice.
coming with me whether you like it or not.
I always feel safer with the cats around.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But sometimes she would like stare at something in the corner.
Smack the cat and stop it.
Then I'll just be like, okay, you know what? I'll play the longkang kitties and hear sounds that I know. Then I go like, oh, I'm just sleeping.
But why do that to yourself? Be alone in the wing of the castle.
I just had like a romantasy of myself going in the middle of nowhere and doing my art lah.
In the castle lah.
In the not castle, but like in the woods lah.
Did you get...
So you really went to the wood to draw?
Yeah.
Wow, that's next level. You see, this is the kind of dedication you need for your art. Almost getting haunted by ghosts, all need to bring cat to toilet to get you...
How much art did you get done?
Oh, it was very cathartic.
Okay.
It was quite crazy because I went there thinking that I was going to do a lot of drawing, but what happened was that I did a lot of writing, and there was actually because it was in the middle of autumn winter, so like the day was very short. So by 4 p.m. it started 4 to 5 p.m. it started turning dark, and the Wi-Fi sucked, so I had no like alternative entertainment. There was no TV, there was nothing. It was literally me in the middle of the woods doing fuck all, with one cat. And then prior to that, my mom passed away lah. So, and I don't think I really processed it in Singapore. I don't think there's space to do a lot of these like emotional processing when you're in Singapore because, like pace of life is very fast. So there I was able to really confront all my feelings that I bottled up. And instead of doing a lot of drawing that I expect, I fucking like brought like so much luggage that was just like drawing material, like stacks of books, like sketchbooks that were so heavy, like drawing material, paints and pencils. What happened was that I was just writing in a letter pad, like just all my feelings and stuff. Yeah, and then like doing all the processing of that, and I thought that was really cathartic. Minus the ghost part, but
yeah.
So did you see the ghost?
I didn't see it, but it was, you can feel something.
Even
I can show you photos later.
or while you were sleeping, you can feel it around.
When I'm sleeping, I try not to think about it.
Fair
But
enough.
there was definite, I don't know whether it was just the atmosphere of it because it was literally a castle. Like it's really like, you know those cartoons where outside is the very dark, like trees coming and grab you, that kind of feeling. So I don't know whether that played tricks on me, but well, according to the landlord, like he was like, yeah, definitely got ghosts lah. So, and certain parts of it, when you walk through, you can definitely feel like something, yeah.
I respect the landlord's honesty. It's like, that's the worst.
I respect.
He's very chill about it.
I respect the hustle for peace, man.
Yeah.
She had to go all the way to Czech Republic in a
How busy
castle.
is Singapore?
It's like,
Where you're
I
like,
need to do
no.
my processing. Fuck all.
It was a very serendipitous thing lah. Because I was invited there as a sketch artist
Oh, okay.
for a project for like some company retreat lah. They were just wanted me to be one of those like sketch recorders lah.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, well, fine, I'm here already. Might as well look for the cheapest place. It just happened to be in the middle of nowhere village in like haunted castle wing. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Thanks for sharing. Sounds creepy.
it was quite. I can show you photos later.
Can.
I took photos.
Eastern Europe is different.
But anyways, like so in Europe, right, like in certain places, I can't remember where exactly it was, but I went to this this country where they had like a museum dedicated to torture machines.
Oh, I know which one.
And stuff like that.
It's the one where you can.
No, it wasn't. But
Amsterdam,
like,
not Amsterdam?
No, not Amsterdam. Like it was another country. It was a very small country. But I was there with a dude that I was dating, and this dude was a bit more sensitive than I am lah. Basically.
Damn.
So like when we were there, then we were like, I was like, oh my god, I definitely want to visit this museum. But if you don't want to visit it, you can do whatever. Then we meet up later. Of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I say I love your disbeliever voice? Okay, do whatever you want, okay?
Yeah, just do whatever you want, I don't care. But anyway, so like he insisted on coming. So I went into the museum. I was super excited because like you see all these like super creative ways to like torture somebody before you kill them.
Yeah, no, fair.
You know, whatever they do, right? And this dude, when we started the tour, like he was quite chipper. Then as the tour went on, then he got like quieter and quieter and quieter. And he was, I think at the end of it, he was very upset. Don't know with the tour or with me lah, but whichever it was. And I was like, why are you so upset? He's like, aren't you affected by seeing all these instruments of torture that were actually used on human beings? Didn't you feel the weight of their pain and suffering? I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? I just thought it was so cool. But anyways, like I think for certain torture devices, he did feel that there were like a lot of remnant energy that was still like lingering on it lah. I mean, back then I wasn't sensitive enough.
Did you see the Iron Maiden device?
Yes, I did.
Fuck. So
You could still see the like blood, like dried blood on it.
So
on
it's a
some of them.
standard device lah.
Yes.
You know the Iron Maiden
Yeah,
thing.
It's
right?
one of it was one of the more standard ones.
The
lah.
European device.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 80s. We used to hear heavy metal.
Yeah, Iron Maiden is
had to learn
literally a band. Yes.
I had to learn what Iron Maiden was lah.
Yeah.
Whereas the Asians are a bit more. There's no device. Just use horse.
No, there are.
I mean there are lah, but like we were more ingenious.
No.
五马分尸.
No, but like so like the Chinese literally had this like bamboo device where they squished your hands, and then also there were a lot of like things where they do like needles under the fingertips.
But that wasn't like to kill you.
No, it was all okay.
It was torture lah, but it wasn't like
a lot of the medieval devices were also torture devices.
Yeah.
They weren't like outright killed you.
Yeah.
But honestly, like sometimes I look at all these things and I'm like, wow, who is the sick fuck who thought of all these things, man? And who had that much power that he could try it on people?
No, that's the thing about torture devices specifically. Is like you're a sick fuck and you have these ideas. It takes you a while to make the device.
Yeah.
At no point you're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Nobody stopped you,
Yeah.
like no committee was like, I don't think that's a great idea.
And instead, some of the devices have like intricate carvings on it. So not only do you go, I'm gonna make this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it look very nice also.
That's exactly why I was so excited about the
Yeah.
museum, because like a lot of these torture devices, right, were actually art pieces as well.
Yeah.
Because like
Fuck.
because
I get it, but it's fucked up. But okay.
With
Yeah.
I feel like that's your cold opening right there. That's why I loved it so much, because these torture devices were also pieces of art.
yeah,
Just
it
no
is.
context for people, and they're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
what the fuck is this podcast about, right? Yeah. But like it's very interesting, like if you think about it, like back in the day, right? Like one thing that I love about, okay, not love lah, but I think that we've lost a lot in this life, right? Is in the modern life is that we've lost the connection to death. And what I mean is like I think especially for Chinese people, right? Like when death happens in the family, it's actually a very commercial thing, because like okay, somebody dies, okay, you call somebody, they handle the body, they clean it up, and you know, like they put it in the coffin and all that kind of stuff. You don't actually have to see the body or touch the body at all until it's all prettied up for you. Like whereas like for a lot of Muslims, right, like the family still takes care of the
washing
cadaver.
the body,
Like they
yeah.
wash the body and they wrap it up themselves. So my dad was very different in this sense. So when my mom passed away, we actually did it. And then I was just thinking about it, like while touching my mom, I was like, okay, this is so weird. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, how far have we we come from like being so detached from death. And I think that's one thing about like the medieval that intrigues me, is that they treat death as like a part of life, you know, like the thing that they call memento mori, where you know, they have like mementos of death to remind them that death is ever present. Like sometimes they would sit the dead relative in their room up for like don't know how long and treat them as part of the family, or even, you know, to some extent kind of like being unhealthily obsessed with death also. Yeah, I think we've kind of lost that connection with death, which is why I think there's a lot of fear of death in the modern day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Because life, like there's this, I mean, it's fucking depressing, but like there's this saying that life doesn't begin at a certain age, right?
Yeah. Correct.
But that's not true. Life begins at the point where your life begins. It's just that people don't believe in that because we are so capitalistic. You need to do this, then you attain your right to live life. But fuck it lah, just leave it lah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. I think death, I mean, only by really going through a death of someone that you love, then you will really see life in a different light. You need to process that. Then you're like, okay, actually, not so scary. Fuck lah, just die only.
Oh my god, you know,
I need to go back to paying bills.
I was taking the taxi here, right? And I was talking to taxi driver. And you know, taxi drivers are the best people to have conversations with, like philosophical, political, or whatever it is. And we were talking about the cost of living. And this uncle was like, "Aiya, nowadays in Singapore, so crowded. Everywhere also need to queue. You know, you want to go to the shopping mall, you have to queue. You want to go to the hospital, you have to queue. You want to die also, you have to queue. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, if you want to burn your, like cremate your body, you also have to queue. I was like, oh right, yeah, that's right.
That's very true. Yeah,
that's hilarious. I don't know why he just brought it out arbitrarily, but I think he felt the vibes from like, you know, this podcast lah, probably. I knew she's gonna talk about death and
ghosts and death.
So I'm gonna bring it up.
Go ahead and find out the uncle is listening to like previous episodes of the podcast. So I was like,
Scully is a fanboy or something.
Maybe.
Fan uncle.
shout out to you, uncle.
Yeah, great.
Speaking of uncle, going back to Longkang Kitties, like we've really tangent like really far from
Super far.
I really don't know what to title this.
Okay, so you mentioned that there's a lot of weird happenings at the place, Pearl Hill Terrace. Was it a like lower floor or upper floor unit?
Ours wasn't. I think ours was like third or fourth story.
Oh,
something like that.
I've been to the toilet. The toilet is fucking creepy, even in the day.
I'm sure.
Dude,
I'm
like
sure
even in the day.
I was on a date with a dude, right? Like we were eating at the Chinatown, the hawker center or something, like very close to the Pearl Hill Terrace, right? So I just off the cuff, I said, oh yeah, the Pearl Hill Terrace is where we record our podcast. And he's a guy who's like one of those people who love like supernatural, don't believe in it, but love to go to cemeteries kind to prove that there are no ghosts. Then when he heard that Pearl Hill Terrace was haunted, he was like, oh really? You need to give me a tour. I was like, oh no. So anyways, we went up to Pearl Hill Terrace. And I've never been there at night, like so late. I think it was probably like 11 something.
Why? Why?
Because we're there having like drinks and stuff lah. So anyways, like we went up there, and usually for the Longkang Kitties recording, I take a particular way there, where, you know, it's not that scary lah. But this dude, he was like, oh, let's go there. You've never been there, right? Let's go there. Oh my god. The first flight of stairs, there was already like some kind of weird statue already. Then I've never seen it before. Then I like then I was like, maybe we take the other flight of stairs. He's like, no, let's go up here. I didn't dare to go up the stairs. It was like literally 11 p.m. at night. So anyways, he's like, no, don't worry. Then he dragged me up. Drag. At the third story, right, I was like, okay, yeah, you know, the studio that we record is right there. He said, oh, okay, let's go. This mofo, right? I said, oh, okay, yeah. I was like showing him around. Okay, there's this playground there, and there's this what. I turned around, he was missing. He's gone. I was literally there by myself. Now I was like on the third or fourth story. Then I was like, oh shit. I look around. He's not there. I was like freaked out already. Then I was like, oh, what do I do? Do I go back down? But then there's the statues glaring at me. I was like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do? Anyways, so he hid himself for like a good 15 to 20 minutes to fuck with me.
I'm gonna make a guess. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
No second date.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There you have it.
I was literally like shitting my pants. It was quite funny.
It
When
is
I
quite
think
funny.
back on it.
I mean, as a date, terrible.
Yeah.
As a prank, kind of funny.
Quite funny. Yeah.
So what was the weird thing that happened? Like the weird things that happened during your recordings there?
I don't think anything actually. The only real weird thing that I saw ever with my own eyes was there was a swing. You know, one of those swings where it's just 2 seats and then like the A frame.
Yep.
So there was one time, I can't remember if this was after a recording or whatever lah, but I remember looking down at the grass patch with the swing, and then the swing was just swinging by itself. Everything else was just vibes lah. Honestly, it's just like going to the toilet and, you know, like just looking down the long endless corridor and just getting scared because it just felt so eerie and freaky. I don't think nothing really actually happened. But it was just the possibility of something happening. I think.
That's put you on edge lah.
Yeah.
What about your podcast mates? Did they tell you anything happened?
I don't think they did.
No, nothing.
And if they did, maybe they didn't tell me because they don't want me to be even more freaked out.
Because they know that you will freak out lah.
I think I was the only person who was like the super freaked out one because all of them are like, scared ghosts for what? You should be scared of human beings. I'm like, no, I would be more scared of ghosts than human beings.
Wait, okay, yes, you can be scared of both.
I think we literally had this argument on the Longkang Kiddies where it's like, would you rather face a murderer or a ghost? I'm like, I'd rather face a murderer. And then everybody was like, what the fuck?
I will face a murderer also.
Okay,
Yeah.
Because like, there's a chance of me beating it.
Yeah, right?
Unless I'm a priest.
Hang on.
Then sure.
I let's take that question. I'll tailor it for you specifically.
Okay.
Ghosts or cicak?
Oh my god. Are you afraid of lizards?
Yeah.
We both are.
I'm so scared.
Okay,
of lizards.
how would I face the chichak?
Is that a monster chichak? Or is that regular chichak?
It's regular. The
Just
house,
regular
the
chichak.
house lizards I cannot take
Okay,
it.
yeah, since we're talking about toilets, okay? You're on the toilet bowl, cicak between you and the door.
Oh my god.
Either a cicak or a ghost.
Wow, jibai, you really bastards, yeah.
I'm bastard.
Then I'll face the ghost.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll
Are you
face the-
serious?
I'll
Yeah.
face
Oh my
the
God.
ghost.
We hate lizards so much, I'd rather face the ghost. I
You
mean,
have no idea.
it's not a
You have
challenge. but
no idea.
You have wait.
The
Okay.
fear is real, man.
My first fear last time, right, was of chichaks.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the list goes like this. First is chichaks.
Okay.
Close second was cockroach. Then ghost.
Okay.
Now the order
Is
change.
Ghost.
Now I
cockroach.
can kill cockroaches.
Ah.
Yeah.
And I'm not that scared of chichaks.
Yeah.
The ghost is still there.
Yeah.
Because after I turned like, I think 30, after I turned 30, I think there was a flip that switched in my mind. Because one time a cockroach flew into my room. Then I was like screaming like crazy. Then usually, you know, a partner would take care of it or my
Yeah.
dad would take care of it or whoever. Then my dad came into the room. Then he was like, you know, you're already 30 years old already. You're still screaming at a cockroach. The cockroach so much smaller than you and you're still scared of the cockroach.
Fucking Asian parents.
Then I was
yeah.
like, fuck man. Then the fucking cockroach landed on my pillow. It was like flying around.
Wala.
Landed on my pillow. Then I said, motherfucker. That day, I took a plastic bag. I was like, you're not getting away with the insult. I caught the cockroach. I crushed it.
Yeah.
Crushed it like a cockroach. Then I got over my fear. The chichak one took a while more. But like ever since I turned 30, I have been trying to get over all these fears. But then the ghost one is really difficult because it's not like you can
You haven't beat one
exposure
yet.
therapy yourself with ghosts, right?
You
Can't
can.
catch a ghost with like plastic bag.
You can.
I mean, like just
But
like
it's
go
just
to a
harder.
cemetery.
It's just harder to get rid of lah.
Yeah, just call the guy and go a second date.
No thanks, man. I think the guy married now already, but
Oh shit.
but like I've been to Bukit Brown, but only in the daylight. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been to it at night. Not
How was it?
creepy? Yeah, a lot of chicha, by the way.
Yes,
But did you guys like encounter anything? Oh shit. Okay.
he encountered.
You guys went together.
We filmed there.
Oh shit.
Yes.
You all really like got balls, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
No. It was for the paycheck. It was for the
Yeah,
paycheck.
yeah,
It was for the paycheck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went on there, he got like, again, the Taoist master and everything. There was blessings and everything.
Yeah.
Before that, we did offering and everything. Before we started filming, I had one last ritual that I needed to do. I took like bug spray and spray around our table.
Yeah. I was quite thankful. But we still hear that.
I can definitely hear them.
Oh yeah.
Because we filmed under this big tree. It was a pretty big production. We had full crew and everything. So they were like this, you know, the is it lalang tree? It's like the tree that had like the vines shit. They film. So obviously on top a lot of lizard.
Did any like rain down on you?
No.
Oh man.
Which
Okay.
was I'm quite thankful.
If they did, right, we wouldn't be having the show. I'd be dead.
No, we run away, bro.
I totally get it.
I would have cut the show already. Yes.
You're like, okay, you know what's even more scary than ghosts? Chichaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
That's hilarious.
I did not pay attention to, like, yes, we're in the middle of the cemetery at night, everything.
Yeah.
None of this, right, mattered to me.
Yeah.
All I could hear was the sound of the bed.
Okay, so you mentioned that you have a ghost story about your necklace. This one. Is it a ghost story regarding the necklace?
It's not really a ghost story, but like it's a interesting story. So this necklace that I have, it's like a carving of a fox or something. I don't know if it's like a 9-tailed fox or like whatever lah. But so I was with my dad, I think, and we were traveling in Malaysia. I can't remember if it was KL or JB, but we went into one of those older malls.
Yeah.
You know, one of those like a bit dilapidated, and then like lots of very interesting stores. And then there was like this huge place that sold crystals. And I was like, ooh, shiny things, go inside. And so I mean there were lots of things there, but in the display cabinet there was this particular necklace, and I saw it. It immediately caught my eye amongst all the other shiny things. I was like, oh, so pretty. Then I bought this and another one that was very similar to it. And I planned to give this particular one to my friend G for some reason. I was very excited. So I bought it. And then I took a photo of it and I sent it to G. G was like, are you free now? Can I
that's
call
not
you?
good. Yeah.
Oh.
So immediately she called me. She's like, I just saw the photo you sent me. And I was like, oh yeah, it's your gift. I bought this for you. She's like, I think there's something inside this
fuck.
thing. I'm like, how you know? Like, I just know lah. Like, there's something in there. I'm like, you can tell through a photo, man. Where got like? It's like, no. You don't wear it first. You go and put it in a cord, like in a drawer or something. We'll figure out what to do with it. So, anyways, like, she came by and then she took a look at it and she's like, okay, let's go to a temple. So we had to take this necklace and she made me do some ritual with it lah, like walk around the incense pot or whatever, hold it and don't know do what lah. Can't remember right now, but yeah. Anyways, after we did that, she's like, okay, yeah, I don't think it's there anymore, but I think there was something in there before because like it looked very alive and I don't think it's like a good spirit or like I don't think she said it was a mean or evil spirit, but she didn't say that. She was just like, I don't think it's a good thing that there's something in there, basically.
Yeah.
So anyways, then I said, oh, I guess you don't want it anymore. Like, then I asked her, like, do you want it? I mean, we did all this thing already. Like, so if it's clean, then it's clean, right? Then she looked at me, I looked at her, then I said, okay, fine, you take the other one lah. So now I have it. And I mean, to be fair, I never really felt anything from it. And yeah.
I guess that's like fated for you to hold it. But she has no qualms of you wearing it.
She didn't tell me not to wear it though.
Wow.
I'd like to believe that in this one instance, right, G was like, actually I prefer the other one lah. But I don't have the right way to tell Anngee. So she went through all of this just so she could take the other necklace.
Maybe so. But actually I think the both of them were kind of identical, you know, like the way that it was carved.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. Like it was just a very funny story because she's like, of all the things in that shop that you could have bought, it had to be that one, and it had to be for me.
You know, the universe works in very strange ways. Sometimes if it's fated to be yours. The question I have for you is, was it expensive?
It's not super expensive, lah.
Then okay lah.
Yeah.
Was it a shady shop, no? Or was it just like one of those?
It was just like one of those where they try to peddle like feng shui stuff, lah. But it wasn't particularly shady or anything. But I have to say that when I was looking, because it was a pretty big shop and they had like trays of pendants and like all the jewelry stuff, lah. And when I was looking at all the trays, this one really like for some reason caught my eye.
Maybe it's fated lah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, so okay. So now they got more context because crystal shop ma. Crystal shop got a lot of energy on. I mean, if you're into the whole crystal thing, a lot of money to be made there lah. Yeah, crystals can trap spirits also.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So like there was this so my friend G loves crystals. That's why I bought it for her, to be honest. And there's this particular shop that she always goes to where like I think the lady wholesales crystals. There was one time, right, like we went to that crystal shop and this one guy walked in and immediately, right, like everybody in the crystal shop just siam him, like even the auntie who owns the shop, right, she was going to like one side, and then G and my BFF, we were all in the crystal shop that day. They were like also siaming the guy. Then me, oblivious as usual, I was like la 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 la, and then they like pull me aside. Once the guy walked out of the shop, the lady who owns the shop took out the incense, the sage or whatever. She started saging the place like crazy. Then I was like oblivious. I was like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Then G was like, shh, I tell you later. Yeah. So anyways, so basically I think the guy had like some sort of entity with him. And everybody could feel it except me. I was just like oblivious.
Nice. Now you got stories.
I just thought that he was like a goth looking dude or something. Because he had like really dark eye circles and he looked a bit like a druggie. I just thought, oh, this guy maybe he a bit druggie or what. But yeah, apparently he had some like really evil entity with him, according to my friend G.
So he went in for the shop for what?
I think he was buying some sort of like crystals or what lah. I'm not quite sure. Like he bought some stuff.
Who served him?
The lady of the shop.
Oh.
She served him, but then immediately after he left the shop, like she literally took out like the big Palo Santo or like don't know sage or what, and then she like just went around the shop doing this. Then like I was just like, oh, what's going on?
So wait. So your friend felt that it was something on. Even like without context lah, like the lady didn't tell her anything. She just felt.
Basically everybody in the crystal shop just siam the guy. Like even strangers. I could tell that they. So usually in a shop, right, people are usually quite evenly dispersed. But once this guy came in, right, like everybody just went to the corners of the shop or something. Then I was the only idiot like, oh wow, this crystal very pretty. Then my friend G and my BFF had to pull me to one corner. I was like, what's going on? So I don't know, like I guess this dude had like a really, really strong entity lah. Because my friend was saying that it's not like a toyo or whatever, it's like something more
attached to him already lah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then it's always very funny because when I hang out with my friends, they are so tuned into these things and I'm just like don't know what's going on. Yeah. But I think it's also a good thing that I'm not tuned in.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
think the world is a lot scarier when you are sensitive to these sorts of things.
Yeah. It's the way of the world, the universe chooses. I mean, you cannot say no, you cannot say yes. It's just if it happens, then just chill lah, just be chill. It's also happened that you somehow became an agnostic even though you're an atheist, right?
Yeah.
He always tells me I am blissfully ignorant.
Yeah.
And I always tell him I want to stay that way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's not up to us lah.
It's not up to us lah. But if
time will tell lah.
I just want to make it clear, I would rather stay that way.
Yeah, me too. I just want to not know anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of those sorts who are like super curious and go like research about these things. I just as it happens, then I ask for information. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be ignorant.
unfortunately or fortunately, because of the line of work,
Yes.
I know at least a little bit more.
I'm sure you have to do a lot of research.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's like, I mean, if you are a good person, you don't harm anyone. I don't think external forces will want to come after you. I mean, if your life numbers, your 八字 is like a bit more to the darker side, then naturally they come to you. But I don't think they will harm you. Maybe they show themselves to you, just so that people will continue telling ghost stories. I think the moment they cease to exist is the moment where people stop telling ghost stories, which I think is highly not probable.
No.
Highly not. Yeah.
So you're saying the existence of ghosts is basically because they love storytelling.
They want us to continue telling stories.
They're essentially our audience.
I mean, I don't know who said this quote, but like they say you die twice. When you die in your physical body and the last person that you know dies,
yeah.
then you're forgotten. So I think that's like that pretty much the existence of spirits. It's the same thing. Like the urban legend will cease to exist if they don't have.
Yeah.
That's the meta that we use for ghost maps. So the spirits want us to tell their stories. That's why we continue. And I think there's some truth in that. They like that. As long as you don't do it in a very derogatory.
So in a sense, like you're saying that ghosts are also seeking immortality, in some sense. Immortality in the human realm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, people don't want to be forgotten.
Yeah.
Maybe people they were people. I'm talking about like human spirits. They want to be remembered. They want to be, I guess, some form of revered. They want to be loved. I think the keyword is love, actually. If you think about it, it all stems from love. It stems from the emotion love, because they want people to like them. If you think about it, it's quite sad, right?
It is
It's quite tragic, right? Like, I still want people to remember me.
So
Even
they
though
got-
I'm like, I'm dead 80 years.
They got like abandonment issues.
Yes.
It could be that. It could be that. It could be that.
It's probably exactly that.
Yeah, it could be
man.
that. Yeah.
I think they, instead of like burning all the BMWs and stuff, right, they need to burn like Mark Zuckerberg or something. Then he can like
Have more than
make-
3 friends.
No, like Mark Zuckerberg can go, like ghost Mark Zuckerberg can start like some sort of like Facebook in the underrealm or something.
Wouldn't
So
that be worse?
why?
You'll start doom scrolling.
Then they don't come up then here and haunt us lah.
No, how about like just burn them therapists?
Also can lah.
And then they will move on.
But I would rather burn Zuckerberg lah. So
I agree.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I mean, if he creates Facebook for them, great. But also at the same time, we get to burn him.
exactly.
I like how like
that.
you're like, oh, we burn Mark Zuckerberg. Then now into burning actual Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, I mean.
To be fair, I don't think she ever said effigy of Mark Zuckerberg. She was just burn Mark Zuckerberg.
Literal Mark Zuckerberg.
Now, I mean,
We're not calling for violence at all.
No.
No, not at all.
We've told a lot of ghost stories. I think she has given you guys a lot of stories. Don't be greedy, like really a lot of ghost stories. But I do have this question for you. It wouldn't be a proper data episode with a guest from Longkang Kitties without a conspiracy theory. Do you think, right?
I
What kind
love
of
when he goes to his conspiracy
conspiracy
theory.
theories?
His voice go a bit high. Do you think?
Do you think that there is organizations out there that deals with the supernatural? Be it government or private. Okay, by private, I don't mean like your temples and stuff. I'm talking about like professional.
Like Ghostbusters.
No. Professionals, they wear the PMET kind of clothing. Like they wear suits and shit. And they're like, okay, sir, do you have a problem?
Like Men in Black, but for ghosts.
But not Men in Black. Not like they got
lawyers.
weapons. And they are like consultants or managerial
So
role.
like Suits HANTU.
Suits HANTU.
Okay.
Yeah. Either in the government sense or in like the private sense.
I definitely would say that, I mean, if I put on my tinfoil hat,
Conspiracy theory, yeah.
conspiracy theory, don't puff ma, okay?
Thank you.
This is just me speculating, because like I would say that the government has a very strong belief in feng shui, right? Because the way that our coin has the 八字 on it, and a lot of like the buildings and architecture in Singapore are very, very like heavily feng shui based. I would say that there's probably some like arm of the government, or at least like professionals that they consult on these sorts of things, right? Because otherwise, why would they bless our NS cap thingy? What's that thing called?
The crest.
The crest.
Okay. 2 things that are already debunked. The $1 coin is debunked already.
Oh, is it?
Apparently it's not.
Oh, damn it. Don't tell me that.
It's just a shape. Okay.
So fun, right? To believe this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the crest one is also not, because I don't know how somebody went to sit down and do the mathematics for it. Probability highly impossible.
That all
Maybe
of it
for
is
the high
blessed.
ups, the high up crest, like if you're like someone like maybe like you hold higher rank, maybe yes. But for the
Average person.
no,
Yeah.
is they spread the rumor. This is all hearsay, placebo effect.
Oh.
You feel stronger when you feel like, wow, this one got power, but actually no power.
But you know, like the fact of the matter is like we have a lot of rituals or ceremonies where all of the priests or you know whatever,
The 7 major religions.
yeah, they will come together and do their like Captain Planet thing or whatever. Right? Like they all come together and then they like go do the bless
Avengers,
the road. Yeah, the Avengers stuff. And
Assemble.
yeah, so like I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe in 20 years time they reveal that, hey man, we actually got this organization that does some things related to the supernatural. But when it comes to like the private, I'm not quite sure. I know there are like my friend used to date a dude who used to do this kind of stuff, like negotiations with ghosts or something.
Tanki lah.
I don't know if he's a tanki lah, but he did like some sort of negotiations.
So you can talk to the ghost. You know how to
Apparently
talk
so,
to them. Shit. You know there's an urban legend, right?
Yeah.
In the Chinese mythology, to talk to ghosts, you need to eat mud.
Mud.
Because apparently ghosts eat mud. To be able to converse with them, you need to eat mud.
Oh,
Then you
because
can
is
talk
it
to
because
them.
when they're buried, the
Yes.
mud is there?
It's a
Oh,
Chinese
okay.
urban legend thing. I
I
don't know if
see.
it's real or not, but like apparently you need to eat mud.
I know for sure this dude like ate corpse oil lah.
8 corpse oil, like drank it.
Yeah.
Fuck. That. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I got a bit too excited.
I only knew this because like I was sharing a drink with my friend and then my friend was telling me about how he drank corpse oil. Then in my brain I was like, wait, you kissed him?
That's such a red flag.
No, I said, wait, you kissed him? She's like, yeah, but he doesn't drink it all the time. And then I like, you kissed him and he drank corpse oil and I'm sharing a drink with you. Therefore, by default, I also accidentally maybe touched corpse oil. Then I like had a mental breakdown over there.
And then like the cop, then I have you link the conspiracy theory. That's why you are open to the other side, because the corpse oil, like maybe like 0.5% of it transfer to you, and then you're like,
I don't even know what it does, you know. Like I didn't ask him about it. But
By the way, it's a necromancy.
okay, yeah.
That's, I mean, based on my knowledge, that is something that comes from the Thai side.
I also know he has a lot of kumantongs or whatever.
Yeah. There you
stuff
have
like
it.
that.
So there's white and black magic, right? Like white
Yeah.
and black hackers, right? So white magic is essentially using magic for good. Black magic is obviously not for gain, for power. lah. So one of the common thing is that to get the corpse oil, you know how to get it? Fortunately, I'm in few groups that are quite fucked up. So they do share images how to get it. They burn the chin of the deceased to get the corpse oil.
The chin.
Yeah, here's particularly. I don't know how then they get the corpse oil. And then, so actually the corpse oil is used to do potions, love potions and incantations.
He offered me this, you know.
Don't take it.
No, like
A love potion.
yeah, because like one time I was meeting him and I said, oh, I'm meeting this the night before. Like we were having a dinner with friends. And I was like, oh, I'm meeting this guy who rejected me before, but we are still friends. Then he looked at me straight in the eyes like, he pulled some shit out from his bag. He's like, I got this thing, you know, you want to try it or not? I was like, no, what the fuck is that?
I love that he had it on hand.
He always has some like weird stuff with him, man. Don't know what kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Then he's like, I got 2 options. This one does this and that one does that. I was like, I want none of that. Thank
It's
you very
unnatural.
much.
It's not, you're messing with forces that they are not. Anyway, I feel like if it's not natural, I think you shouldn't.
I think it probably has a backfiring kind of effect. Like, because I was asking him about it. I said, okay, I'm not into this, but what of your clients who have used this kind of stuff? And he said, usually they're trapped in a very miserable cycle.
So
for-
why you still do it?
I mean, money is to be made lah.
Okay.
But it was very interesting because the example that he gave was that he had like a lady who asked him for a love potion, and so she used it on a guy. And of course it works. But now because it works, right, then she thinks that he only loves her because of the love potion. Now she's tortured over there.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you're in this infinite cycle of misery, like no matter what you do lah, basically. So he just says that, yeah, it's very bad for your karma.
It's very bad for him also.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, it is true. Because these are not natural. Like you are playing God essentially.
Yeah.
You're essentially doing the will of the gods, which is fundamentally, I believe, wrong. Yeah.
I love how he's like, it's bad karma. So I have two options for you. Which one you want?
Yeah, it was so weird.
We will start to wrap up the episode, but thank you so much for sharing so many ghost stories.
And
Yeah, very
literally so much more.
Yeah, and we always ask this of our guests. Maybe Win ask. I'll ask the last question.
All right. So, horror books, comics, movies, video games. Any ones that are your favorite? Anything that stands out to you that you really enjoy?
I honestly stopped reading or enjoying any horror movies or books after, like, I think in my early 20s. But the book that scarred me off horror books, I think, was the Diary of Rose Red or something. Yeah. I read that book and it scared me so much that I literally had to take it outside of my room and put it in my brother's room. And after that, I went to my BFF. I was like, hey man, I've got a book for you. Passed it to her. She loved it. I think she still has it now.
Nice.
I literally wanted it out of my presents.
What was it called? Diary of Louis Red.
Rose Red.
Rose Red.
Rose Red.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Ellen Rimbier.
Yeah.
That's a book I'm never going to read.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
it a real thing?
Supposedly it's a work of fiction, but it really scared the shit out of me for some reason. I can't remember it right now. It was many, many years ago, like decades ago. But
Oh yeah, it is. It is a fiction thing.
yeah, so I think it was based on a real story or something, but it's probably fictional in the sense that it went off on its own lah. Then
It was apparently a marketing campaign for Stephen King's Rose Red TV series.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, I read that, then I was like, never again.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
Good
read
call.
it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Movies?
I think it was really well written. But also fucking scary.
The fact that you had to take it and then just put it outside your room kind of shows
Yeah.
that it was well written.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you have fun.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, have fun.
I'll let you know the story.
Then later in the comment section, everybody's like, yeah, so lousy. This kind of book also scared.
I mean, to be fair, you've made it quite clear already. You're like, no, thank you.
I think the last horror show I ever watched was probably the Grudge, is it?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Grudge?
The Japanese one or the American one?
Oh no, wait, it's probably not Grudge. Grudge is not the one where she came out of the TV, right?
No, that's
the ring.
Yeah, okay, so probably the Grudge where there was like a little boy with the white
Yeah.
face, right? Okay, yeah, that was the last one I ever watched. After I watched that one, I couldn't sleep for days because I was just waiting for a little boy at the edge of my bed. And then I for many, many years, I hated like dining tables
Because you
with
will be,
tablecloths
yeah.
because the boy was like underneath the tablecloth. So anytime my feet were like underneath the tablecloth, I just felt this like visceral horror.
Why? Yeah, I mean, it will never happen in Singapore because hot lah.
Hot, yeah.
That's true.
And it's a waste of money to buy a tablecloth. Just wipe with your tablecloth lah. Why you want to put one more cloth?
I thought you
No,
guys...
if you go to restaurants lah.
Yeah lah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the ghost won't hide underneath table because too hot.
Also that, it's like hot.
Yeah, it's humid.
Yeah.
Steaming
Yeah, goes
in
like-
there. Oh my god.
I died already. I can't deal with this shit
All the
right now.
makeup sweated already, the white makeup.
There's just a boy underneath the table.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sorry I don't have like better recommendations.
No, it's
Yeah.
actually pretty decent. Any comics?
No, I don't. I think I just have a too overactive imagination, so I don't try to even go there.
Then I guess video games also.
Yeah, no. I cannot. I really cannot.
Okay lah. Even for us, quite hard lah.
Like I remember
For-
years
yeah.
ago, I was at a video game one of those expo, and this was when VR was still kind of new.
Oh,
lah.
yeah.
And then I saw this booth where they were like had zombies and VR, and you were like driving a car.
Oh, fun one.
No, so anyways, I put on the VR thing. I was driving the car. I just like freaking skidded so badly because I got like jump scared so bad, and I was like freaking the fuck out. Then the dude had to be like, "Hey man!" Then like grab the VR off me, and I was like having vertigo, and he's like, okay, please calm down. Yeah.
The scariest VR video game I ever heard of was one of the alien ones where you're basically in the ship and you're trying to avoid the alien.
Oh my god, yeah. Very scary.
The alien game is actually quite creepy.
Yeah.
And apparently the AI in the game, right, is damn smart. Like if you turn up the difficulty, it gets smarter and smarter. Like you basically have to evade it. You have to hide, right? It will hunt you down. It will trick you into going to somewhere you think is safe. Then you boom, the jump scare.
And I am very dumb, so the alien can definitely get me.
Yeah.
I'm very okay with gore and like body horror.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm not okay with like supernatural horror. Like I can see the worst kind of gore and I'm like, oh, that's quite funny. And then like I see supernatural shit, I'm like, oh my god, I'm peeing my pants.
Okay, this explains how you could walk through the Museum of Torture Devices.
Yeah. It's a very different sort of like part of the brain that's tickled, I think. Yeah.
For me, it's the other way around. I definitely can do supernatural horror, but body horror cannot.
Okay.
I have a very low tolerance for supernatural horror. I have only a medium tolerance for body horror.
Oh, okay. Have you ever watched like Cabin in the Woods and stuff like that?
Cabin in the Woods, yeah. So that's like, for me, that's just nice.
Yeah.
On both levels. So I'm like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I would say that that's a very nice, funny movie.
Yes. But I'm also the kind of person where, don't even say horror movies. If I see somebody in a movie and I see like their arm or their wrist getting cut, I flinch.
Oh, right. Okay. So you can't see like guts spilling out, that kind of stuff.
That, strangely enough, depends on how realistic the guts look like. Generally, okay. It's just very specific things like I cannot see you like slip down this way or this way.
Okay. And where it's more relatable, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even sometimes when I see like needles going in, I'm like,
Oh, you scared of blood?
Just think, it's not a fear of blood. It's specifically, I don't know, maybe it's the arms and the neck.
Oh, it's where your like vulnerable points are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the ones where I cannot watch it. I flinch or just outright turn away.
You know, like when I was getting my COVID shot like years ago, one of the nurses, because I'm very chill about needles, not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Then the male nurse was like putting it in, and I was just watching him like, oh, okay. Then he turned to me and said, oh, you're not scared? I'm like, scared for what? It's just a needle. And he was like, some of the biggest crybabies I've seen are actually guys with tattoos. I don't know how they can get all these tattoos, then they cannot take an injection.
It is
I think
weird.
they cry.
They freak out. Like he said, some of them like really freak out, or like some like feel like they are going to faint, that kind of stuff. Now, are you serious?
Like here is not so bad for me when it comes to injections, but still also injections I'm like, but tattoos I'm fine.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. Don't look at them.
Yeah, I don't look at it, so I just like turn, then I'm fine.
For me, it's like if I look at them, I will react.
Yeah.
Cause I
The
feel like
needle.
Because it's like you're stabbing me. Then I'll react. Like it's a natural reaction, right? Because you're like.
Is it a natural reaction?
For me, it is. So I don't look. But the pain, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's more of like I will react.
Yeah.
So I will look away. Yeah.
I always feel I love looking at it because it's so fascinating watching it happen.
I mean, when they tattoo, sometimes I look at it, or like they inject, I okay.
Yeah.
But when it's the drawing blood, I cannot.
Oh.
I feel it's very weird. You're taking something out of me. I don't want to see my
Is it your
inside.
territorial instincts? Like, how dare you take my blood?
It's like I don't want to see what's inside of me. You know, like I don't want to see what's inside of me.
I don't know. For me,
take.
I have to look because I have like all my life I had issues with blood drawing because my veins are very fine, so it's like very difficult for them to draw blood.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was in like secondary school, they had to, like the nurse was not very good I remember she stuck the needle in, right? Then she moved the needle around trying to find the vein. Then when she found a vein, she was like drawing it and then like no blood come out. So they had to like do it a few times. Then had to go to the next arm.
Yeah.
Then like they had to do it here.
I had that as well. So secondary school also I had to have an appendicitis. So the guy drawing blood couldn't figure it out. So like
yeah, man.
6-7 times I'm like, you're kidding me. At this point,
Yeah.
the odds are you would have found a vein by now.
Motherfucker, I do it myself.
I mean, it's foreshadowing. You're gonna get a tattoo lah. So
Yeah.
No, but later when I got tattoos, after I got my tattoos, then I had to get like an injection for like national service because going overseas. So I lifted up my shirt, then I turned to the guy and went, "Hey, careful, I scared of needles." Then he looked at my tattoo, then he looked at me.
But yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But actually, tattoos are actually quite relaxing, don't you feel?
Yeah.
I almost fell asleep when I was doing mine.
Is that?
Yeah, you're like,
no, after the initial pain, yes, initial pain, yes.
My tattoo artist had a trick that he used to do to get people to not focus on the pain.
oh.
He would play country music. So you'd be so focused on that.
That was the actual pain, right?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
You
Smart.
could not focus on the actual pain of getting a tattoo.
My tattoo artist had 2 dogs that were very cute.
Oh,
Then he just asked the dog to lie there. And then he's like, oh, you just look at the dog. And I was like, oh, doggy.
okay. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Cool. So this question we ask
Yeah.
all our guests. I'm sure you see it coming lah. What scares you the most?
And
You know what we are scared of the
We
most?
already
lah?
talked about chichaks.
Yes.
So I guess I shouldn't say that. What scares me?
Like the number one fear.
Anything.
It can be anything. It can be
I
random.
think like probably like somebody close to me dying. That would be the number one fear.
Fear of loss lah.
Yeah, fear of loss. Yeah,
Grief lah, grief lah.
Grief lah. Yeah, not so much my own death or whatever, but just the people around me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the number one for sure. Because you have no control over it.
Yeah, it's pretty high up my list also lah. Actually, I've never really thought about it. Chicha or this.
Shit, now you got me thinking about it as well.
Yeah, chicha.
Fuck lah.
Loss.
Chicha number 2 lah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people in the comments will be like, yeah lah, I rather I choose like face the fucking chicha. Like, give me 1,000 chicha. Let me do it.
1,000 is a lot.
If 1,000 chicha jump on your face or someone close to you die, which one you choose?
Fuck lah, deal with cicak lah.
Fuck, I'll pay for the therapy lah. Kanin lah.
Have you know, like there was this period of time where, because people knew my visceral fear of chichaks, right? Then
yeah.
there was a point of time where everybody that I knew me on Facebook would tag me in chichak videos.
Ah, bloody hell.
And there was this one particular video where I don't know if it's a chichak farm or what, right? Where this lady just goes into the chichak farm and it's just like millions or like don't know how many thousands of chichaks, right, in a cage or what. Wow, that one is literally, I think fear factor, right? If they did that to me, I might like lose my mind. I like might literally lose my mind. I have to be carted into an insane asylum.
Yep.
Same. I mean, some of you guys, you bastards, send us on IG reels. Yeah,
Oh my
they
God.
do send us. They tag us, send us.
Evils, yeah. Fucking
Like
evil.
then they tag show Carl and Wayne the like it's people like either picking up lizards by hand, like by the hundreds, that kind, or
Disgusting.
like a room full of lizards, that kind of thing lah.
Yeah.
And you guys are evil, but thanks.
Super
I
evil.
take it positively. I'm trying to build my immune system towards it.
It's like exposure therapy.
I'll build it for you.
No, thank you.
What are you up to next, and where can people find you online?
Right now we're just like fresh off the GE, and during GE period I usually pause all my work stuff to focus on the politics of it all. Like I basically just immerse myself in everything, right? So right now I'm back on track working with my commercial clients, trying to earn money lah, you know, because nobody's paying me for GE stuff.
Not yet.
I mean, sometimes when you work on political things, you can expect to lose clients. And I mean, it's a reality of being in Singapore and being political in Singapore. But, you know, I take it lah.
Yeah.
So right now I'm like trying to, you know, do stuff with my commercial clients and working on a personal project that I hope will be out later this year. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I feel like I'm gonna jinx myself.
Fair enough.
Hopefully by National Day it'll be out.
Yay.
Hopefully.
Yay.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Touch
and people can find me on Ilo by Anngee on Instagram. That's where I usually am right now. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for plugging. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you
Thanks for
very much.
inviting me, Sia.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very, very fun.
Not for Carla when he has to edit all this.
He's going to be like,
yeah.
fuck you, man. You go off
Wait,
the
hey, dude,
off
tangent
track.
when we go off here.
I've edited so many podcast episodes.
Yeah.
Close to 300 episodes.
Wow.
This is nothing.
Okay, great. My name is Anngee.
My name is Wade.
My name is Kyle.
And remember, just because they're stories, it doesn't mean they are not true.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
If you want to stay up to date on HANTU or listen to our other podcasts like Ghost Maps, subscribe now and follow us on social media. Look for We Are HANTU or click the links in the description. You can also be one of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Air is a HANTU production, hosted by Kyle Ong and Wayne Ray, with album art by Jolene Lim, and recorded on Audio Technica mics.